Hi, my name is Bahari from Tie the Knot. Our team is very excited that you've chosen Tie the Knot to share the most important details of your wedding day. In order to help you step through the build of your website and app, we've put together this instructional video to make things easy. Of course, you can always refer to the FAQ section of our website or email us directly at support@tietheknotapp.com. So let's begin to plan, invite, share with Tie the Knot. To begin, type www.tietheknotapp.com in the browser. Once you've arrived at the home page, you can scroll down to the bottom right and view a demo of the service. When you're ready to begin, click one of the Get Started buttons. This will bring you to a home page where we will need you to fill out some personal information. Only the star fields are required. Most importantly, we will need your email address. Once this information is submitted, we'll send a verification link to your email. Retrieve that email and click the link to verify. Next, you will be brought into a sign-in page. Sign in to begin building your custom wedding. Now that you've signed into the account you created, we can begin to step through the build of your website and app. The first step is to input the wedding ceremony name and date. Enter a personalized title for your wedding. Note that this title can be changed and will appear beneath the landscape photo you choose for your homepage. Next, select the date and time zone of your wedding. Below the date and time, you're next prompted to enter wedding party titles. You can modify the standard titles so there is complete flexibility for your wedding. Step 2 has you select a theme for your wedding. We have 10 different themes to choose from. Each theme has a different font and color scheme so that you can personalize your website and app. The theme selection is not final, so you can always change it later to match your venue and wedding colors. In step 3, you choose your custom website address or URL. The name must be unique for this website address and cannot contain numbers, dollar signs, or spaces. Typically, weddings use a combination of the bride and groom's name. For example, Jen-Jeff. It's very important that you love the website address you have chosen before moving on because it cannot be changed afterwards. Step 4 is where we need your payment information and credit card to complete the registration. Your card will not be charged for 7 days. After the trial period is complete, you will be charged a one-time fee of $19.95. Note that Tie the Knot will always be free for your guests to download and use. After the payment has been processed, you'll be brought to the shell of your wedding website, where you will notice that the wedding title you previously selected shows front and center and is displayed right below the landscape photo that you can later upload. There are 7 sections to the wedding website: our story, events, gift registry, accommodations, wedding blog, wedding party, and songs. Don't become overwhelmed at this stage. You do not have to have all the answers that these sections ask for just yet. Under the administration part of the website, you later see that we allow you to hide sections until you are ready to use them or not include them at all. Now that we're a bit more familiar with the layout and different sections of your wedding website and app, let's take our mouse over to the left-hand margin and click on the Colors and Design underneath the Administration section. We're now effectively entering the control panel of your website. At the top, you'll see information that you previously inputted regarding your ceremony name and date that you can always modify. If you continue to scroll down further, you'll see a section entitled Cover Image. Here, you can click on the Choose File button and upload a picture that will become the landscape image of your wedding page. We've added a great cropping feature at the end so you can adjust the size of the photo and make it perfect. Towards the bottom of the administration section, or what I refer to as a control panel, you'll see the design themes once again. As I mentioned previously, you can change your design theme at any time to suit your wedding. Here, we will choose a tropical theme since the wedding is in Key West. The next section, titled Enable Content, is really why I call this part of the site the control panel, because you can turn off and on the 7 informational sections of your website and control what guests see. For example, if you haven't decided where to register for gifts, you can uncheck this section and it will not be included on your website or app. Later, when you finalize more details, you can add sections back if desired. The last section shows the custom website address you chose earlier. A best practice is to include this URL on your physical save the date and invitation to send to guests. We'll start with our story. Our story allows the bride and groom to share the story of their courtship in a fun and unique way. Often, this section chronicles the first date, the engagement, and some memorable events in between. First, enter the title, which will be visible on your wedding website. The date, which only you will see, so don't worry if it's not exact. And your story. Next, you can upload a photo which will appear next to your story on the website and app. When you've completed the section, click on the Create Story entry. If you would like to make additional entries, click on the Our Story tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Once the browser updates, simply click on the New Story entry and repeat the previous steps. After our story, we'll move on to work on events. Events is where you will tell your guests very important information like where your rehearsal dinner and wedding will take place. Just click on New Event and begin to fill out the fields and upload a picture. Often, the bride and groom share the entire wedding agenda in this section and include events like rehearsal dinner through the post-wedding brunch. Be sure to include the address, website URL, and phone number of the venue if possible. For each event, we allow you to include some information in the body. For example, the bride and groom may provide some instruction regarding transportation or appropriate wedding attire. Once you've completed filling out the information, click on Create Event in the bottom right-hand corner, crop your photo, and see the completed entry. Note that we've built a great Map It feature on the app so guests can easily get directions on their phone and won't arrive late. If you would like to make additional entries, click on the Events tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Once the browser updates, simply click on New Event and repeat the previous steps. The third section to build is the gift registry. If you are registered at more than one retailer, you can include multiple entries. In this example, the couple is registered at Macy's, which we enter in the title field. Next, include the registry website address and registry search. Even though you can provide a registry search name, a best practice is to actually include a website link directly to your personal registry page in the registry field so that guests don't have to search while in the shop. Last, you have the option to choose and upload a logo if desired. When you've completed your entry, click the Create Gift Registry on the bottom right-hand corner, crop your photo, and see the completed entry. If you would like to make additional entries, click on the Gift Registry tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Once the browser updates, simply click New Gift Registry and repeat the previous steps. Once you've started the accommodations section, you're now halfway done building your personal wedding website and app. Building the accommodations section should be a breeze because it's very similar to the events section in terms of fields required. Here, you are providing your guests with nearby lodging options. Typically, the bride and groom provide more than one option with varying price points. Like the events section, enter the accommodation name, number, street address, city, state, and zip code. You can upload a photo and enter notes in the description section. In the description body, you can provide some color on the amenities of the hotel or mention a room block that you might have arranged for your guest. Once you've completed your entry, click the Add Accommodation button on the bottom right-hand corner, crop your photo, and see the completed entry. If you would like to make additional entries, click on the Accommodations tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Once the browser updates, simply click New Accommodation and repeat the previous steps. Next, we'll move on to the wedding blog and create a new blog entry. Enter your blog title and text in the body section. The wedding blog is an opportunity to interact with your guests throughout the wedding journey. Perhaps you decide to share some highlights from your wedding tasting and poll guests as to what dessert to select. You may decide to share some great snaps from your engagement photo session. Sometimes the bride and groom decide to post a things to do while in town entry to provide out-of-town guests with information about local attractions or restaurant recommendations. The blog allows you to share whatever you want. It's your wedding after all, so personalize it. Once completing your entry, click the Create Blog entry in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Crop the photo and see your completed entry. If you would like to make additional entries, click the Wedding Blog tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Once the browser updates, simply click the New Blog entry and repeat the previous steps. The wedding party is where you provide your guests with a little background and insight into the personalities that will be standing next to you on your big day. To add a wedding party member, click New Party Member on the top right corner of your screen. Choose the photo which will appear next to their description. Enter their name, role, party title, and some favorite memories of the friendship in the body. Once complete, click Create Party Member, crop your photo, and see the completed entry. To add an entry, click the Wedding Party tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Once the browser updates, simply click New Party Entry and repeat the previous steps. Last but not least, the wedding songs section allows you and your guests to recommend favorite tracks to dance to at the reception. Click the New Song field, enter the song title, artist name, upload a photo, and click Create Song on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Once the browser uploads, crop your photo and see the completed entry. To add an entry, click the Wedding Songs tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Once the browser updates, simply press New Song and repeat the previous steps. Now you're done. You've built it. All that's left is to share the details with your guests. Under the Administration section found in the left-hand margin, find the tab that says Share Website. Click this button and include the names and email addresses of your guests. Once you've hit Save, they will be sent a personalized email invitation to view your site and download your app. Of course, you may not have all the email addresses for every guest, so a best practice is to include your personalized website URL on the physical save the date to inform them too. Once your build is complete, your guests can view your wedding via website, where they can access the individual sections by clicking the tabs on the left-hand side. Once the app has been downloaded, guests will also have the opportunity to view the wedding via Tie the Knot app. As you can see, the information we've just stepped you through seamlessly integrates into your wedding app. From finding the wedding venue, to purchasing gifts directly from the app, Tie the Knot app provides your guests with a total wedding agenda at their fingertips and allows the bride and groom to enjoy their day without being bombarded with questions. On behalf of the Tie the Knot team, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this instructional video. We trust your website build will go smoothly, but if you need help or have a question about a particular section, please email us at support@tietheknotapp.com. Thanks again, and congratulations on your big day.